All right. Let me see. This is my first time ever going live. There we go. Can you hear me?
I
What's
almost
up?
wasn't gonna join.
You almost weren't going to join. All right. I think I'm going to send the request to Slim and Val. Let me see what we got. You almost weren't going to join. Why weren't you going to join? Wait, time out.
Because I know I'm gonna be in the hot seat. What do you mean?
Ooh, look
You
at
said,
AJ. Ooh, look at
I came pretty for
AJ.
what?
you guys. But since I'm not hosting, I got to be like,
Is
Oh,
this is this the green nails matching the top with the
watching the
hair laid
box,
out
huh?
really?
wavy? Look,
Huh.
Shut up, or I'm gonna log off. Cut it out.
look at you. You know what? We just might start off with nothing but you. Like,
AJ
Really?
came.
Is that what we're doing today?
I'm down with that. That makes
AJ
sense
came
to
to
me.
slay.
Okay, first of
Yes,
all,
she did.
Val,
hey,
you're not my
hey,
friend no
today.
more. You see, you Val, I used to love you one time, and I love you again like before. Trust me, Val.
I got nothing to say. You look great, AJ. I think we should just start
Thank you
peppering
very
her with some
kindly.
questions, you know?
I feel that. I feel that.
Word, guy.
I think that's what I'm feeling. Like,
Really.
I heard that we got some good questions.
I'm
Huh.
hopefully we
stressing
get to all of
all
them.
day. You guys have no idea, but it's
Hey,
okay.
hey, hey, AJ, I dug in that Barney bag for your ass. Let me tell you.
You what?
I dug
Hey.
in the Barney bag. I went deep.
Uh,
All right.
We're gonna give it a
Ready?
little bit of time. Let a couple more people just come on in and jump in.
Grab their seats.
Yep. What's going on? Cocktail Hour 2020.
What's
Livy
up, class?
Spanks.
Custom Cups? What's going on?
Got everybody in here. The Queen herself just came on in.
Yes,
it's
yeah.
Minnie.
And I got a couple vibers about to join this room in a minute. I'm gonna smoke this joint on live just cause. Hey,
Hey, tell them come on in. I want the boys in
Right?
the comments for sure. I want them in the comments. I know Jay Smooth gonna be waiting to
oh,
hear
Jay Smooth
AJ.
is coming. I just got off the phone with
I
him.
know
Really?
he gonna be waiting to hear.
Yeah, we throwing a
Y'all are
party
killing
for
me.
your ass, AJ.
Now, don't get me wrong. We still got some questions for everybody.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, tell everybody
But
any questions in the box.
you be ready.
Questions in the box. Everybody who's here, you didn't ask questions
Don't
earlier. That's
ask
okay. Ask
nothing.
the
Yeah.
questions
No
in the
questions will
box
be
for
answered today.
any of us.
Don't
For any of
ask
us. AJ,
nothing.
AJ, give them to AJ. Any of us. Any
Why?
of us.
Why?
Because the people today, I should have changed the name of it. It's not three guys and a girl today. It's a girl and three guys. That's
Word.
what today
What?
is. Today, you know what? I'm gonna throw it in the intro. I'm gonna throw it in the intro. We'll get started in like a minute or two.
I don't know what this Black Skelly gang. Y'all make me go get my shit now, man.
Hey, go
Okay,
do it, bro.
I
Go
like
do it.
it. I
Go
like.
do it. You got time. Go
Hello,
do your thing.
sirs, gentlemen. Because I know I take pictures all the time. I think it's definitely more of a girl thing. You guys need to update me with some pictures, please, please, please. I can't keep circulating the same three
It's
photos.
AJ,
Or
AJ, you
why
got like
not?
30 pictures of me because every time you ask for one, I send like 7.
And my thing
You got
is
it.
like,
So,
you want one for every 2 weeks? Is this
no,
like
like one a month. One every 2 months would be nice, so I can change it up a
I
little
feel
bit.
all right,
I
new
feel
year.
like all right, okay, all right. I can do one a month. I can do one a month for
Thank
you.
you.
I can do
Just
that.
one
I
a
can do that.
month.
Got you.
Right, you got a smile on your pictures though. You be looking angry as fuck, yo. You like an angry
Thank you
butler.
Hey,
kindly.
You be an
Val
Damien be
Val
angry
looks
nice.
like the
butler in all his
principal.
pictures, yo.
Like
I don't know, man. I'll do my best. I'll do my
You know
best.
what? It's fucked up because I know you personally, so you're such a kind and genuine person that your facial expression don't match your motherfucking your personality.
Val looks stern as fuck. Val looks like
Yo,
the
word. And
dad
all
of
his
the group.
old pictures, he look like a gangster, son. Yo, you look like you was into some gangster. Yeah,
Thank you, Queen. Hook him up, please, because his photos always
That's
look like he's disgruntled.
yes. Shout out to 973 Vibes. Let's go. All right, we can start.
What's happening? We good
we in the
now?
We good.
building.
Yeah, we in the building now.
All right. So AJ, you got to go last for the introduction. You know that, right?
Definitely do. I'm gonna
So we're
kick.
gonna go. We're gonna go Slim Val AJ.
All
All
right,
right.
you kick us
Cool.
off.
All
Go
right.
ahead. You start.
We ready?
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Three Guys. Actually, no. Tonight is something different. I know that you are used to me probably being in like the second, third, or fourth frame, and AJ in the first frame. But tonight is different. Tonight it is a girl and three guys. All right, we are coming to you live from Instagram. We are excited to have you guys back on this Wednesday. I am Mr. L, the host of From the Bottom Mr. L podcast, where we discuss sex topics such as life, kinks, fetishes, love languages, all that good stuff. But I don't want to talk too much about me tonight. No, not tonight. I am your host for this evening.
Y'all are
And
killing
these are
me.
my lovely co-hosts down here. We're going to start with Slim.
Was good. Was good. I am the genuine savage. Slim stay scheming. I'm known as the goon who could get you in the room. I represent 973 Vibes, who is live present in this chat. What up, Cuzzo and the squad? I represent 3 guys and a girl, obviously, and I also represent Foreplay Tonic with my man George Cruz. And let's get it going.
All right, what's going on, people? This is a big day for AJ. I mean, big day for us. My name is Val. Love Lessons by Val. What I aim to do is to help you guys cultivate the healthy dating and relationship lives that you all deserve. Don't be fooled by the face. I may have a resting bitch face, but I'm a very genuine guy, just like Slim said. So please don't be afraid. Please feel free to hit me up if you have any questions. You know, sessions, solos, all the good stuff I'm always saying. Same exact thing. Let's get this going. And last but not least,
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Greetings and good evening, good people. AJ Badass Jones, host of the Pum Pum Chronicles podcast. That's all I got.
That's not it. That's not it. Come on. No, come
You got a
on.
lot
You can
more
do better
shit
than
going
that.
on.
You can do better than that.
Oh, I also wanted to let everybody know that our YouTube channel is officially up and running. All the videos that we've
Yes.
done from the beginning up until our last one 2 weeks ago, everything is loaded to the YouTube channel. The link is in the bio of 3 Guys and a Girl. Please click the link, subscribe, share, like, comment, all that good jazz. So all of our videos will be migrated there since Instagram won't allow us to upload the full lengths of the video to our Instagram page. Everything is on our YouTube channel. So we're live. We're live, baby. We're live.
yes, subscribe, people. Subscribe. I'm telling you, I promise you. Go watch some of the episodes. You're gonna be laughing. You're gonna be crying. Like
Yeah,
we
I went back
actually
to
talk
some of
about
them. You guys are hilarious as fuck. Like, we're hilarious.
Yeah.
Also, if you get a chance where you can't watch the YouTube, go back and check out the latest episode of From the Mind of Mr. L. We kicked off the new year with these 3 lovely people on the episode where we do the same thing that we do every other Wednesday. We get on there and we just talk about random stuff. All right.
Yeah, I got feedback from that latest episode, son. That shit was funny. I listened to that shit like 3 times already, yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I did too. Outside of like editing and everything I had to do. But it was a great episode. Dope. So please go check it. I know that sometimes people can't stay on the Instagram live for the whole 2 hours that we're on here. I don't know how we stay on here for 2 hours. So go check out the podcast and go check out the YouTube, because then you can go and see what you have been missing. All right, we ready to get this
I
thing
do
started?
have to say one thing. I have to leave at 10:45 at the latest.
That's cool.
That's past bedtime. Past on 10:30.
Yeah. We'll be done by then.
Lights out.
All right.
Date night.
Wow. So here we go.
Look, can we start there?
Yeah, let's actually. Yes, we are. It wasn't on the list, but ma'am, what are your plans that you have to leave at 10?
I have to finish packing. I'm leaving tomorrow to head back down south towards y'all direction. So I'm stopping in Philly for 4 days, and then I'll be in Virginia for 2 weeks.
Anybody in particular you stopping to see on your way? Like,
yeah, Philly. You gonna be
in Philadelphia? Oh yeah, shout out to Nick from Erotic Boudoir. I'm gonna stop and see Nick and Mama AJ, and connect with a few old friends.
Dope.
I gotta see you this week.
Old friends.
You too close.
Wait. Old friends.
Yes, old friends.
Are there specific type of friends you're going to see?
Just some good friends, some old friends. People I haven't seen in a while. It's been
What's a good friend?
What's a good friend? Someone whose shoulder I can lean on.
You have a good friend. You have good friends, and you have
I do.
A good friend.
I've got both.
Like a close and personal
you're
friend?
See friend.
Absolutely, very close. Very personal.
All right.
Dope.
Well, let's
Dope,
let's get
dope,
this
dope.
let's get this show on the road. All right. So today, guys, we don't have any super deep topics. There may be like just one kind of deep question in here, and then we do have a couple questions for everybody, and then we have quite a few for AJ. But we're gonna get them all in before 10:40.
I don't understand
Because
why this
everybody
is.
loves you, AJ. Everybody loves you. All right. So let's get started, and whoever wants to take this first one can take it. But we are the Slutty Avengers, right?
Yes, we are.
So I had a question. Since you all are the Slutty Avengers, which Avenger are you?
Ooh, damn.
Huh. I want to say I'm the Hulk
Why?
because I feel like
Wow.
there's two sides to my personality. I'm very chill Bruce Banner. I pride myself on being a bit of an intellectual and a bit of a nerd, which is kind of, it throws people off. But then when
Hmm.
I go into a rage, like, yeah, I'm out of control. When I'm in like a sexual frenzy, I'm an animal. I'm an absolute, absolute animal.
These sexual frenzies of yours, like what does that look like?
I
A
bite, I
sexual frenzy.
scratch, I talk lawless, like my mouth is reckless.
So like you damage shit basically
Yeah, I will break some shit. And the person
for
if they're not
someone.
careful.
Interesting,
Just saying.
gentlemen. Hey, also guys in the chat,
I
if
had to
you
be
if you
Iron Man,
see or
bro.
think, oh, give me 1 second, real quick, Slim. In the chat, let's put who you think is which Avenger also, because I want to see what you
That's
guys
dope.
think.
I like that.
But go ahead, Slim. So you said Iron Man.
Yeah, I had to be Iron Man, honestly.
Why Iron Man?
I mean, he's technologically advanced. He got a smart ass mouth. I feel like I got a smart ass mouth. You know what I'm saying? But really, at the end of the day, he want to do good. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? You know how I always say I scheme to do good? I feel like, he does good and helps out, society, but it looks very unorthodox.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
all right. I like that. I like that, Val.
I'd have to say this might be a weird one, but I'd have to say Captain Marvel. I
Hmm.
Mm.
say Captain Marvel because you didn't really get a glimpse of her at all until she actually had her own movie. So when the lights are actually on her, like that's when you kind of got to know her. So when the lights are on me, that's when you actually get to know
Yes.
me. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
then the last Avengers movie, the Endgame, like when people needed her to be there, she was there. Helping to save the day, kind of thing. I feel like that's kind of me. I don't come out until it's like my turn. I need to say something that kind of I don't know
Yeah.
might be very thought provoking for people. Whatever it is. So I feel like that's kind of me there.
I would agree with that.
I
I
like
get
that one. Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
would agree with that.
and you kind of bring I think she like balances out the Avengers a little bit as well.
Yes.
You know,
Yep.
and you bring a great balance there. So personally,
Appreciate
like
you.
Iron Man is one of my favorites, right? But I was gonna say like Thor because bring the hammer and lightning and thunder. Um, but Livy Spanks down low said Doctor Strange for me, Captain America for Val, Iron Man for Slim,
I like
and I
that.
don't know if she has one for AJ, but I like the Doctor Strange.
I can see Val
So,
being Captain America. Val's very much, and not that Val doesn't have like a side to him that's, a dirty side, but Val's very
mhm.
like wholesome, like Captain America, I feel like.
Oh, we found some things out about Val this week, though.
Yeah.
Ah,
it.
So
Word.
We did.
we found some things
Or
out.
actually, we found about Damian Prescott to be specific, not really
Yes.
you got that. You
is
got
I
that.
think it's so when you talked about the neighbors knowing your name, Val, y'all had to go back and listen to the episode in order to catch this drift. But did they know Damien or did they know Val?
Oh, they know Damien.
Uh,
Damien. All right, I'm lying, guys. They know Val. They know Val. All
I'm about to say, I like that. That's real hot. Y'all got each other nicknames and shit in the bedroom.
Right.
Like real nicknames, though. That's cute.
I
Appreciate you.
was gonna say Spider-Man for me because
Yeah,
we're
we
not
know
gonna get into
why.
that.
We
It's not
get it.
about
We
it's
get
not
it.
about me. What's that word that you came up with, Slim? That I've never heard of before.
Oh,
Viscous.
The
Viscous.
yeah, that viscous.
See, we
This
know.
skip.
Um,
Viscous.
I actually have a nude where I turned my penis into like a Doctor Strange, basically. I think I still have it, maybe. It was pretty dope. It was fun.
Wait,
I
wait,
get
wait,
bored
wait,
sometimes, and I was like,
wait,
yo,
Sir,
wait,
hi, sir,
if I
sir.
were to
You
ever
can't
start
just
an
say that
OnlyFans,
casually. Come, wheel that back,
wait.
please.
Yeah, you
What?
said
what's
that
up?
way too cavalier, bruh. Say that shit again.
I created a nude where like I edited it to where my penis was like Captain America, had like the cape going on, had like the little circles and everything.
So, this is me with a question. You said your penis?
Yeah.
Did you draw like a face on it?
No. It has a head already. I didn't need to draw a face. Did I draw a
I'm
face with my
fucking
head?
dying.
I have to see if I still have it. I was bored one day and I was like, you know what would make great OnlyFans
Sounds like
content
you
if I
had
had
a
an
lot of time
OnlyFans?
on your hands that day. Not true. You had a lot of time on
I
your
Time
hands.
out.
I
Time out.
really did.
Motherfucker
I
using
really
fruit
did.
roll up as a cake. Hold up.
No. I edited it. I edited
Oh,
pictures. Took other pictures. No. Anyways, let's keep it
bro,
moving. All
bro.
right.
Woo!
I'm clipping
Enough
that. I'm
about me.
clipping that.
Enough about me. All right. So this one kind of a deep topic, not really, but it was asked, and I want to get you guys' opinion. What do you think will help to bridge the gap between Black women and men tearing each other down?
Wow.
I know. The shade room must be deleted from Instagram. It's kind of right.
Wow. I can't disagree with that.
Anybody want to
Yeah,
I
argue?
can't.
they
Yeah.
post shit just for controversy, and I don't think that they. I don't even think it's that they don't realize the impact they have. I don't think that they care. Like their
Yeah.
business is mix up, and they do it well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. That's a
All
good
right.
one.
So anything else? Anybody want to? We got the shade room being off Instagram. We have in the comments. I just want to throw some things out. We got grace and love. We have mutual respect. I agree, definitely.
I think
Anybody
an
else?
understanding that we are actually all on the same team. And if we think
Right.
about it, we all really want the same thing. You know, it's weird when I hear like women say that men are trash because of XYZ and men say that women are trash because of XYZ. But it's not just
Mhm.
it's not a gender specific thing. It's people. Like
People,
if
yeah, people.
everyone would recognize that it's not that men are dogs, you have women who are dogs as well. It's not just women who are bitches, you have men who are bitches as well. It's a person thing, it's a people thing. It has nothing to do with the actual gender of the person. We all have the same goal and focus, which is to find love, to find someone that respects us, to find someone that understands us, to find someone that can communicate. We need to be able to have healthy forums where people actually listen in a non-defensive type way to hear what the person is saying. People need
Yep.
to learn to respect people's opinions without their
hmm
opinion having to be the same as that person. You can agree to disagree with someone and it not, at the very least, maybe it might be eye-opening, you might get a different perspective, but we're so hard-headed and staunch in whatever we believe that we're unwilling to listen to what the other person is actually saying. That's my thought.
Where's your
My
green
God.
flag at, Val? Where's your green flag at, man?
I need to get that. I need to get that.
It's all right. Hey, AJ is the green flag today. What's going on?
Yes.
The Rosie perspective. But AJ's the green flag. Somebody said that AJ, you are Thor, and I can see that
I can see
thunder.
that.
I
And
feel
what?
like it would be,
Thor?
Yeah.
yeah. Like you're
I
not
could see Thor.
Thunder, you're goddess of thunder, like
Yes, I like
Thunda.
that.
The Jamaican
I
flair
like
on
that.
it. I
I could
can't
dig
I
that.
can't get the accent down for that one. All right. Another kind of deep one, if you want to think about it, however deep you want to get with it, to share. But what is peace to you, and do you currently have it in life?
Mm.
When I think peace, I automatically
hmm
think of tranquility, calm. Um, so I mean, I can answer the last question. I believe I have that in my life right now. But it's something that I don't feel like it stays. I feel like if I do not work on it, it's not gonna stay as peace. It's something I have to consistently keep working on. I have to be intentional about it.
Yes.
Um, so I
Right, like
definitely
peace
have
isn't
that
just
now.
a one-time thing, and then it
No,
continues over and over again.
I keep on building it throughout life. So that's what I think about when I think of peace. There's one more thing I wanted to say about peace as well. Um, okay, for some individuals, it kind of matters like what is around them, not necessarily who is around them. That obviously counts as well. But your peace can absolutely be disrupted without you even knowing because of the people that's surrounding you or the situation that you're putting yourself in, just being affected by somebody else as well. So you got to have to kind of watch who you keep around you, kind of thing, who's bringing down your peace, who's stressing you out, things of that nature. I'm very conscientious about that because I hate my peace being disturbed. So that's what I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think peace is a state of being. I think it's on a time continuum where like it's ever going and everlasting. I think it is a constant fight that you have to look to achieve, and I think it may change based on what you're going through. For me personally, peace is comfortability, security. Um, I think when I think of peace, I think of Maslow's triangle of hierarchy, and when you have your foundation, and you got your type, it's self-awareness, but I think within that triangle, within that pyramid, different people find different peace on different levels. Some people can find peace at the base level, just having food, shelter, security, things of that nature. Some people will find peace having, a little bit extra material things, you know what I'm saying? Some people think peace is you don't need none of that. They say true peace is you don't need anything extra, and it's from within. Um, that's how I view like how to get to peace or what peace is. Now, do I have peace? Barely. I barely got that motherfucker. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I go to therapy to look for my peace, and I'm becoming a better person. I'm becoming a little bit more peaceful every day. But do I truly have a grip on it? No. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm still trying to reach level of security and reach things in that triangle, that self-awareness, you know what I mean, that self-identity triangle to really, get through life the right way. But, it's what it is.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm. AJ.
For me, peace is simple for me. It's saying no. When I don't want to go somewhere, when I don't want to do something, when I don't want to hang out with someone, when I don't want to interact, engage, saying no to people who are trying to upset the balance of solitude in my life, and just being comfortable walking away from things that don't serve me. And not in a selfish type of way, but I think a lot of us put up with things from family, from friends, from coworkers, from colleagues, from people in our lives because we feel that we're obligated to, and we're the ones who end up in misery. I've reconciled with myself that I'm not doing that anymore. If I don't want to go, I say no. If I don't want to hang out, I say no. I don't even make it an excuse because then I have to figure out a lie that I got to remember in case I get checked on the lie. I just say no. And
So,
you are entitled to say no. Don't let anyone make you feel obligated to do some shit, to be in a situation, to go somewhere and so on that you don't want to do. It's okay to be selfish, and I think that people need to understand that being selfish isn't selfish. It's about taking care of yourself in that way. You know what I mean? Do for yourself. You don't always have to do for others. You have to replenish your own cup in order to be able to give. You can't give from an empty well. You just can't.
God,
So for me, my piece is being able to say no.
yeah,
Love
I had to learn that. Like, you just hit me hard. Like, I want to know how long it took you to get there because I'm just now realizing that. And because I was on the opposite end of that, I took a lot of L's. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, because I'm such a giver, you know what I'm saying, to anybody, you know what I mean? Really. I mean, I don't even have to know you. I just want to help the person to my left or right. So, and I do it unconsciously without thinking sometimes, and I do it, altruistically with nothing in return. I don't need nothing in return. But I realize now that self-care is
You
important,
have to take care of yourself.
and what I perceived as being selfish was really not selfish at all. It was actually self-care because, like you said, I can't help nobody if I can't help myself. When we're in the airplane, the first thing they tell you, that fucking mask drop down, you got a
Yeah,
kid with you, they tell you, put yours on first, and then because how the kid if I'm fucking out? You feel me? Like,
exactly.
so that's a
But you know
very
what it is? When you are doing for other people, when you're giving, when you're not like consciously doing it, like you said, when it starts to feel bad, when you start questioning it, when you start to resent it, when you start to have angst about it, that's when you know it's not for you and it's not good. That's when you know that you should be saying, you know what, I need to say no. As much as I want to say yes, I want to say no. I think one of the things that we oftentimes worry about is how we're going to be perceived by other people if we say no. What are they going to think about us? Are they going to think that I'm a bad person? Like, we worry so much about other people's opinions, and at the end of the day, someone else's opinion of us is none of our business.
Yes.
Not at all.
Like, when things start to feel that bad inside of you, like, oh my God, okay, I'm gonna go. I don't really want to go, but I don't want them to, to be disappointed. When you start to feel that way and you start to feel the weight and heaviness, you're losing your peace. And I promise you, I have no wrinkles. That's why I
Wow.
have no wrinkles.
Everybody
like
want to
that.
know that because all my homegirls was
Hey,
when they found out
Choose
that.
your own peace. Be selfish with yourself. Take time for yourself. Practice self-care. Make that a priority.
drinking water is great for clear skin, but when you take care of yourself and make yourself a priority, there we go. Y'all heard it from the
That
lovely
better.
AJ herself. Look at it. Come closer to the camera. Look, people, y'all see that?
Fucking wrinkle
This is
recession.
50.
Fucking
Just to
god damn it. Man.
I
just
know,
to
right?
touch
It's
on
weird. Sorry.
just to touch on a few things that y'all said. I agree with each and every single one of you. Peace is definitely however you see it in your life. And Slim, my brother, you are not alone because I too like there are times where I do have it, and I'm working on having
Yeah.
it a lot more than not having it. Um, and like one of those things
Thank
is
you.
learning how to say no,
Yeah.
because I was a firm believer that I was put on this earth to
Yep.
give, help.
Yep.
But then like when I'm not helping and giving to myself, how can I expect to go and be able to do all of that for everyone else? And even
Yep.
then, like I just said, saying no, like that was one of the toughest things I had to break away from. And I'm still working on it.
Yeah, that's
Still
hard
working
for
Good.
me
on
to
it.
say.
Still
Yeah.
Good.
still trying to, but like for myself, finding pieces like because my mind sometimes is just straight chaos. I mean, like I'm an overthinker, so and I
Yeah,
have
it's all
a
over.
million thoughts. Yeah, and so when I can take a deep breath, and I can just and my mind is at ease. That's when I'm at like my most peaceful.
Yeah.
I like
Because
that.
it doesn't happen a lot. So when it does, or if I got something else going on, I know that my mind is at ease, then I can handle anything else that's going on around me.
Yes.
So
So
to achieve my peace, I try to find my coping mechanism. Like to be honest, helping others does make me feel good. So like for
Yep.
instance, I give
definitely,
you an example. On Sunday, I'm looking for some peace, right? I'm gonna go help my the barbershop I work with. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go help them removing shops and shit like that. But open up a second shop, right? Shout out to True Cuts, right? So I'm out to go help them lay the floor down and paint and remodel that shit just for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's with me. I'm being my peace in that moment because I know I'm doing something good. You know what I mean? I'm learning something like it's gonna be something new. It's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? For me,
definitely.
you know what I mean? So that's what I do to achieve my.
That's good.
Katie, definitely. I'm looking. I'm starting the process of looking for one in the spring. I'm not gonna say I'm pretty self-aware. Like I've been working on myself, so I become self-aware of some things, but still, that therapist can help. And we've talked about that plenty of times on here. We believe,
Do it,
hey,
guys.
go do what you got to do. If you got to go see a therapist, that's
Big
perfectly
time.
fine.
Yeah.
And meditation, yes, I'm getting more in touch with my spiritual self as well. But let's keep it
Yes.
moving so we don't spend too long on this. We can always come back to it. Um, all right, so this one is for Val, but it can go, to whoever also
Good.
would like
Let
to answer.
Val let Val take a couple of punches.
Oh, they're not punches. They're not punches. You just wait. Um,
Uh,
all right, so Val,
All
can a
right.
long distance relationship work, and if so, what does it take?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, yes, I believe that it absolutely can work. Majority of the people will think the way that they want to think, and I think it's because they're not equipped with the tools to actually make it work, to be very honest with you.
Right.
But I believe that that can work. I think one of the biggest things, and it's going to sound so simple, but again, with me, I'm not a surface level individual. I'm very deep. I dive deeper than what's on the surface. So when
Hmm.
I say communication, I don't want people to just think, oh, okay, just talking. Da, da, da. No, dive deeper than that. You want to keep the love alive. You want to keep that spark alive. You want to keep that going. Then you need to be intentional about it. Call if you can call, if it's not too much money to call, you know. Um, you got DMs. You have all these different ways now that we can actually communicate with each other. It's not even funny. So if you
Right.
tell me that you guys have an issue with speaking, then that's me. I'm going to tell you how much effort are you putting into that. You know, you're not putting in enough effort,
Yeah,
in my
raise that.
opinion. You know, so I mean, you can make a long distance relationship a regular relationship as well. Like if somebody just wants to move, kind of thing. If y'all have that kind of dynamic, you know, you guys have that type of relationship, y'all built that kind of foundation and all that stuff. I don't see no issue with one of you guys, if it's okay with you guys together, move to where the other person is, you know, whoever it
Yeah.
is. Um, you guys don't have to move there and be there forever, kind of thing, but come and visit.
Hmm.
You know, I actually have a client who was talking to me complaining about her long distance relationship, but it was not necessarily her fault at all. The guy that she's talking to is a coach, so he travels. You know, so it makes sense. She considers it a long distance relationship. So I gave her a couple of things that she can do to try to like keep it alive. But I said this isn't just you; it's not a one-way street. You guys have to do it together, kind of thing. So once the
Hmm.
guy got on board with it, everything started being great. Like I had put up what she had said to me in my story. So after this, you guys don't leave. After this, when we're done, check my stories because she said that what I had told her really helped her out, and I shared that. So long distance relationships absolutely can work. You just really need to be intentional about your communication and making shit work.
Facts, y'all. I think
I agree.
you gotta be like you said, intentional. You gotta have communication. You know, I mean, you may have to lay out a schedule, some business shit, and stick to that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you want to, if that's what it's going to be. And you made a good point about technology, yo. Like ain't no room for that bullshit no more because like you got WhatsApp, you got FaceTime. Yo, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna front, yo.
We don't got landlines anymore where,
Yo,
you know, you
yeah,
gotta
my big mom, son.
pay
You don't
extra.
you don't
Yo,
have to write a letter. You don't have to write a
yo,
letter and send pictures and wait for a letter in return.
you could get a finger pop and have a fucking masturbation session right in the fucking camera at this point, yo. Like,
I love Slim.
not real.
We always end up here.
You could, son. You could have her
I
like
mean,
pop the camera
He's
with
not lying.
tripods and ring lights, my
or even
nigga.
better,
Like,
you know, we have the Bluetooth control toys now. Get one, invest
True.
in it, so that
Exactly.
way you
I
can
didn't even know that was a
control
fucking thing, bro.
what. Hey, listen, one of the best inventions ever. You get the joint where she can either put it on her clit, inside or whatever, and then get the one with the app control, so that way you
Yes.
can go to the app, and when it's inside of her, you control the speed, the pace,
Yes.
the levels of vibrations, and everything.
Get the fuck.
Next time, because there's one that I usually will see on on our website, the Instagram account that I follow that
The rose?
Amazon sells. It's not a rose, it's something else. I have one, I just haven't used it yet. But I will shoot it y'all the information so that way y'all can choose. And even, you know, long distance or not, I think that is a fun something to have in a relationship.
I
AJ,
get you.
did you want to touch on it a little bit or no?
I
Actually, we're gonna
completely
save you for
agree
more. Go
with
ahead.
both Val and Slim. I think another part of it too is discipline.
Hmm.
We're undisciplined people. We let our emotions run amok with us, and oftentimes that causes us to be unfocused on what the goal is. I'm noticing in the comments, people are like, "Oh, I'm crazy. I need to touch my person. I need to." Okay, so think about it in a practical type of way. You both have a 9 to 5 job, a 12 to, let's even say one person works third shift and one person works first shift, right? The
Okay.
Let's keep.
likelihood that your schedules are going to match up Monday to Friday tend to not be likely when you're seeing the person tends to be on the weekend if you don't live together. So let's just assume you
Correct.
don't live together, right? So on average, you are seeing your person 8 times a week, like actually spending quality time with your person 8 times a week on so every weekend, 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. If you intentionally plan vacation times, you know what I mean, where you can actually, it can actually work. People are just lazy and undisciplined. And they try to give themselves the excuse that, oh, well, if I need to see my person, I need to see them right away. If your person is at work, you're still not seeing your person right away. If your
Fact.
person is on a shift that doesn't work with your shift, you're still not seeing you still have to plan. You still have to make time. You still have to be intentional. You still have to be disciplined. People get caught up with the wrong thing and then they sidetrack them. Oh, well, what if they're cheating on me? Listen to me. You could be living in the same house with a person and them a cheat on you. Them a give you bun left, right, and
That's
center with Sally
yep.
Mae next door, Jane from down the road, and the woman at work, or the man at work, or the person at work. It doesn't mean that the person is not going to be committed to you because they live in another country.
Right.
That's just dumb. That's just
Yeah,
dumb.
you're absolutely
AJ,
right.
I like the shit you talking
Um,
about. I really do.
and see, I was sitting here thinking Ashley was going. I said, "That's
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
I'm hosting tonight, and you are participating." But I do agree with each one of you, and I do respect and I agree. Those who know their love languages and how strong they are, and like, yo, if
Yes.
I want my person to be able to be within range, so therefore they date within certain. I applaud you for realizing that about yourself and not even allowing you to get to that
Oh,
point,
buffering.
so that way it's
Oh, all right. Now you can use
so
buffering.
that way it doesn't set you up for failure
Mhm.
within
Right.
the relationship. All right, second question for Val. And this can be in a positive or negative way. Don't worry, it's only two questions for you.
All right,
Um,
cool.
is there a pattern that you currently see in the dating slash relationship world, whether it's a positive pattern or a negative one, or none at all?
A pattern in the yes, actually. I think, and I hope I'm not really long-winded with this, but you guys can help me out. I feel like the pattern that I'm starting to see, especially in my sessions as well, is the fact that, and it's the men. Okay, so the men want to give a little bit kind of thing, have the women give a little bit more to show them more, and then depending on what the woman is sharing with them, they take a step back or they ghost them. I don't know if you guys ever experienced something of that nature, but I see it as there was something that was disclosed to the men that they did not like. So now, because they didn't give so much in the beginning, it's easier for them to pull out of the situation. Feelings aren't invested,
Mm.
time wasn't invested, time wasn't like spent on that level, things of that nature. And
Mm.
that's what I've noticed. It could be a bigger picture of something else, to be honest with you, but that's something that I've seen, and I don't like it. I hate it because you're potentially hurting people's feelings. Um, you're potentially missing out on blessings because you're afraid of one or two little things that you didn't like about the female. You know, um, yeah, that's my answer to that one.
So they're basing how they move from with a woman based off of what she gives. If she gives too little, all right, I'm out. When in actuality, it may be either a boundary she has set up, which is not a bad thing
Thank you.
because,
Yes.
or it could be just like, bro, we're getting to know each other still, so I'm not going to give too much. It's something that you continue to, because once that's one thing that I have noticed with relationships is that people are just like, how much do I give at what time?
Yes.
Because like you ultimately want them on a long journey with you. So therefore you can continue to give, and give. So, all right. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, Slim, couple questions for you.
Oh shit.
All right. So we hear about the savagery you've done. What's something genuine that you've done for a woman?
I do
Love this question.
shit.
Love it.
Oh,
Love it.
I do
Love
genuine
it.
shit all the time for women, yo.
What's something? Tell us something.
Um, shit. I allowed my ex to work part time while she went to nursing school. You know what I mean?
You were taking care of
And
things at the crib, picking up
I,
stuff,
yeah, I was domesticated, fully domesticated. I was paying all the rent. I
my
mean,
guy, sit still. Your rocking is giving me seasickness. Sit on straight, no man.
you fucked my swag up, man. Damn, rock, damn.
My man was in the motion. He was like,
He
"Yeah, I was
was.
doing this," and I
Yeah,
understand the rock. I understand it because I'm like, "Yo, I was doing this." Every time
yeah,
that he says there was something that he was doing, he rocks to. So he's like, "Yo, I was doing
Yes.
this," and then he's
yeah,
going through a list. But that's fine because it's
yeah.
helping
There
him
you
think
go.
about the things he does. You just mess his flow up,
I
AJ.
fucked my flow
Sorry,
up.
sorry, sorry, sorry. Hush,
Look,
sorry, hush.
look, a statue. I'm just here like a statue now. Listen, what I would
It
like
don't
to do.
even look right.
But yeah, I mean, I do nice shit all the time, man. Like I told you, that's my problem. I do too much nice shit too soon. You feel me? Like so.
So basically, where we see a lot of times where a woman will give up something for a man, so he can pursue his dreams and this, that, and the other. You were willing to do that and to take on the load of a lot of things, right? In order for her
Yeah,
to pursue her dreams.
yeah, definitely, Definitely.
Gotcha. I think that's pretty. I think that's
I
pretty
like
dope
that.
for a partner in general to do for one or the other, sacrificing, for your partner, and as long as it doesn't go in vain,
I did it fucking twice, like a fucking dumbass too.
And hey, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be a dumbass when you do it the third time.
Terrible.
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 All right. Second
Everybody plays a
question for
fool.
you.
Right.
Second question for you, Slim.
Right.
What to you makes a good friends with benefits?
Oh man, somebody who could play their position.
Give us some more. What do you mean by the play the position?
I mean somebody who you know what I mean, who could catch a vibe and ride a wave all the way the fuck out and stay in their lane and follow a certain code of ethics and morals surrounded, with that with that situation.
What's some rules that you have like set for friends with benefits?
I.e., you know what I'm saying? You just the friends with benefits. We're not emotionally invested. You know what I'm saying? We could hang out. You know what I mean? When I call you, you give me your time if you available. If you know what I mean? If you're not available, I'm not gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get mad. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. When we link, you know what it is. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't really who I ain't treating like no thought. You know what I'm saying? We could, get some
Y'all
eat.
cuddling afterwards?
We ain't going out. Oh hell no. We ain't cuddling. We ain't going out to eat. We're not going out to a restaurant. We're not gonna be seen out. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now, guy. I'm gonna give you this. We ain't
Let's
gonna
go.
be seen out, right? We're not going the fuck out, right? We ain't damn sure taking no motherfucking pictures. You feel what I'm saying? And if we do, just appease you, I'm deleting that bitch. You know what I mean?
Some say we can make videos, but we're not taking pictures.
Nah, we didn't make a video. Yeah, maybe a sex video. That's it. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, yeah, we could do that, son.
I'm glad you got me, Val. I'm glad you was right there with me.
Yeah, I thought you was there first, right? Right. Then, ain't no spending the night. Ain't no kissing. Don't kiss me at all. At all. Yo, word hell nah. Don't kiss me.
Not even during sex.
Not even during sex. Nah.
Okay.
And that's really it.
Anybody want to jump in?
And you
on that
see me in the street, but you don't know me.
what?
What is
What?
you in the street, you don't know
Yo,
me,
I
son.
love Slim's rules, man.
Word.
So I just had this amazing
Keep
idea.
walking, son.
I just had this. I think that we should have somebody on the hot seat these next couple weeks coming up. Like they have a boatload of questions just for them, just based off of their personality and their things. Because I'm like, yo, I want to dive so far deep into this with Slim, but we don't gotta have enough time because we gotta get to AJ. But okay, would anybody like to piggyback off of that? Anybody have
Any questions?
any questions? Any? That's interesting. Cause like I
And
know,
because all the comments saying I'm going too far. You think I'm going too far?
I mean, it's for you. Whatever is for
It's
you is for
subjective,
you.
yeah.
You know, yeah. Like for myself, like for instance, like yo, I can go out with you. It's not a date, and we will understand there's an understanding. So like, yo, we can go kick it. We're friends. Like if we're friends with benefits, we're still friends before the benefits. So let's go out. We can go kick it. We might. It's not like I said. It's not like a date, but if you can go hang out with your friends, if in that case, then I'm treating you like you're what do you say? Thought like if we're not going out. I'm keeping you behind closed doors. Then you're a thought,
Nah.
basically, quote
What I'm
unquote.
saying, like, nah, B, because
I mean, no, I get it.
I
I
just
get
don't
what you're
want it to
saying.
I don't want it to feel like,
Now, when we're out though, ain't no holding hands,
yeah, like
none of that type of stuff.
I
No,
don't want to get none of
then
that.
that
Like, you know what I mean? If
yes,
a nigga want to approach you, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I don't want you to feel
That's how
like
you
he
start to
can't
build
approach.
feelings.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
AJ,
I think
I
that's
feel
what
like
it is.
you have some. I feel like you have some thoughts, maybe.
You start getting comments from other people and shit. Oh, y'all so cute and blah 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 blah. Like, you know what I mean, nah.
Um,
You feel me, Val? Like, you feel me, right?
I see what you're saying.
That's happened to me, God. I've been out on brunch.
I get it. So I think there
Matter
are
of fact,
two
that's
different
how I fell
types of.
into it with T-Ass. With that's how I fell into it last time. With old girl. Like, we was at lunch and people was like, yo, oh, y'all so cute together and blah 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 blah. I'm like, yo, man, I just met her, my G. Like, it's really not, but niggas gassed it up.
So So I think there are two different definitions. It may be three, but right now in this moment, I think we have two different definitions of friendly with benefits. It's literally you are there for the benefits, and I think that's like the definition that
Yes.
Slim has. Like you are just there for what we come in here to do. You know,
Mhm.
where sometimes I mean there have been people I may have fell victim to it myself. We're like, oh, we're friends. Do a couple things like, yo, we understand it's not going to a relationship thing, but yo, we're both horny. Let's do this.
Okay.
But AJ,
I do think that there are two distinct types of friends with benefits. I think what Slim is talking about is a fuck friend, not
Yeah,
a friend with benefits.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
okay,
a
talking about.
completely
Yep.
different
Yep.
thing.
That's what
I
I'm talking
think,
about.
okay.
yeah, I think Mr. L's definition more falls in line with friends with benefits because it's somebody that you can actually hang out with and it not be an issue.
Yes,
But if the
Yep.
sexual need arises, you can have sex
Yep.
with the person and it not be complicated.
hmm
Like you understand what it is, they understand what it is. They're neither one of you are trying to make a relationship out of it. For me, I characterize accordingly. Like if it's somebody that's cool, someone that's chill, I can do a friends with benefits. If it's somebody that I really just see them as being penis,
then
then it's
that's
just
just
a
what
fuck
you are.
friend. Right.
Yeah.
hmm
For me, the line of not crossing an emotional boundary, I agree with Slim. Like kissing, for me personally, kissing can't be part of that equation because I feel like, and it's weird, right? Like you would think that sucking dick or eating pussy might be part of the equation, but it's not. To me, that's all part of like the sexual game. But I feel like when you take time to kiss a person, you're exploring your emotions with that person, and that's a boundary that I don't cross. I think that that's a lot of times where things can get complicated for people without really thinking that it's going to get complicated.
So is this
Yeah.
including kissing during sex as well?
That's two
Yeah,
friends.
I
Like,
I prefer
Okay.
not to. It just and I state that up front. You know what I mean? So if it's
hmm
somebody that I'm interested in, I make my intentions clear. I let them know that kissing is not part of the equation for me. I have no issues doing like all the other bits and pieces because like it's part of the sexual experience. It's part of the pleasure. I'm very good at it and enjoying the pleasure for the sake of pleasure. But for me, where it crosses an emotional boundary. Um, because I feel like things like kissing is very intentional. Like you're holding the person's face, you're looking deeply into the person's eyes. There are things that are being communicated within the kiss and through the kiss that aren't necessarily tied to the act of intimacy. You know what I mean?
So
It's like
in
you can fuck somebody and you can fuck the
mhm.
person that you love. You can fuck within making love to the person that you love. I don't feel like you can make love to somebody that you're just fucking. Does that make sense?
Okay. That makes sense.
It it does. So I'm curious then is so all those things that you said that can be done with kissing, like someone could say that the same thing can be done with sex. Like
Absolutely.
outside of the idea that you gave, but like that sex that they're giving,
Mhm.
it could feel intimate, although it's not.
Right. So consequently,
hmm
like there are people who won't perform oral sex because they feel like that crosses a boundary that shouldn't
mm-hmm,
be included in a fuck situation or
mm-hmm,
friends with benefits. And I
mm-hmm,
totally get that. Some people just want the genital to genital contact because they just want that gratification and that's okay too. For me, I don't have those types of limitations. Like for me, specifically kissing is the boundary
That you don't cross.
emotionally.
yeah,
Got
I
it.
definitely,
respect it. I respect it. I've
definitely.
come in contact with women who have been like that, and like to me, like 'cause I love kissing, and to me, it is a part of the experience when I'm having sex with somebody. So therefore, like, I would like
You
to
don't
do
feel
it.
like it takes it to another level when you kiss the person, especially
I,
when it's like a passionate kiss?
I do.
If it's a
Right.
passionate kiss, yes,
It
but
does. It takes it somewhere else. Because the thing is, you can be intimate with. Sorry to cut you off. You can be intimate with a person that is just your friends with benefits person and kind of kiss them casually. But there's a moment where if you cross that boundary of the casual kiss and it becomes passionate and involved, it changes the scope of the intimate interaction.
Yep. I'm with that 100%. I absolutely agree.
I think like Val for
yes,
you
no,
when
no, no,
when
no.
you're
I
with
get it.
Queen, right? Like you may
Hmm.
you may kiss Queen kind of like casually in passing, but when you stop and you hold her and you kiss her, like it changes the shift of whatever she was doing, she's gonna stop doing that to do whatever it
Yes.
is that you want to do.
So
right?
with
It's not
that,
the same as if you're just kind of like kissing her, like, you know what I mean? Like you're kissing her still with love and intention, but when you put that passion in, when you put that true deep intention in it, it shifts a
It's like
lot
a
of things.
whoa now, wait a minute kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I
right.
can't do
Like
that.
what's going on here, sir?
So
Yeah.
I get it. I think for me, the what shifts is, and this is just me personally, I
Yeah.
think it's the moment,
The moment.
that like when Val, like the what you gave about Val, wow, I had a brain fart. The scenario that you gave about Val, like when he walks up and he just kisses, I think it's the build up, it's the moment that they're in, that when he kisses her is just like because of that moment. Where in like sex, you can be having a great moment and like kissing them during it, where it's a part of the sex. It doesn't necessarily get to that intimate part. But I do get what y'all are saying and respect it. I'm out here on the island by myself with that one. Sheesh. Fighting for my life over here. All right, cool. So we brought up. Let's go into a little filthier questions, and then we're working our way up to AJ. I know that I don't. This is my first time going live. So I don't know if it will cut us off at an
Uh-oh.
hour, which is in like roughly like
It
10
will
minutes or
usually
so.
give you a countdown at the top.
Bet. So I'll let y'all know. So everybody, make sure that you come back if it does. Also, for those of you who are just joining in with us, we are doing a Q&A segment with today a girl and three guys. If you're just tuning in, it's been great conversation so far already,
Hell yeah.
and we have even better one coming up for AJ later on. All right, so oral sex.
I'm starting to feel like
Define.
I'm getting a cold.
No,
I
you're
gotta
good.
go.
Ah.
You're good. You're good. Um,
Of all days when
define,
my phone should be glitching, it's not glitching. Could you imagine?
Good.
define, and we're gonna start with you, AJ. Define great head, and we're gonna say giving and receiving.
Me define great head.
For you receiving and for you giving.
So giving great head. I think honestly the key to giving great head is willingness. You have people who give head out of obligation. You have people who give head to get things going. You have people who give head like, and then they one start. You know what I mean? Like one, two licks and that's it. I think for sure there has to be a willingness and there has to be a personal desire to please the person. Because I feel like a lot of times it shouldn't be a precursor to sex. Sometimes good head should just be a standalone. Like I see you and I know like you're my person and I want to please you. That's my willingness. That's my desire for you. Where the end result doesn't have to be, well, I get something in return. That type of head, I don't, whether it's giving or receiving, I think that there should be a genuine willingness to do it and not because there has to be an expectation of something on the other side of it. For me, when I'm giving head, I like pushing the envelope and not just kind of stopping at the bare minimum, checking in with the person. And why are you leaning in?
Just listening.
checking in with them, and asking questions, trying different things, not being afraid to try different things, definitely having an open mind about it. And paying attention to the person's rhythm and paying attention to their body. I feel like a lot of us think that we're really great at giving head because we give great head, but we don't really pay attention to the person on the receiving end to see whether or not the great head we think we're giving is great to them. On the receiving end of it, I think the same sort of thing, like checking in with the person, not just reading their body, but actually verbally checking in with the person as well. Like there are ways that you can have conversation with the person where the conversation doesn't dominate the sexual experience, but checking in with them. Also listening to what the hell they're saying to you. Like if somebody's saying like, oh, ease up, how are you not easing up? Why are you still why? You can't just think to yourself, oh, they'll get used to it or they'll like you. I've told this story before. I had a man go down on me. I pushed his head and told him he was hurting me. And he told me it's because I'm not relaxed enough. If I just relaxed, I would enjoy it. Nah, sir, you're trying to chew off a piece of my pum pum. There's no relaxing. There's no enjoyment in that. I want my pussy intact the way that I gave it to you. Maybe a little bit wetter when you return her, but not with piece of her missing. Are you dumb?
Definitely wetter.
That's my rant.
Story.
Definitely
Okay.
wetter.
So, question,
Go
real
ahead.
quick before we jump in, we'll jump to Slim. What's the longest you've given head for? Like, what is?
The longest?
Yeah.
Because we noticed you've come like 28 million times in one day.
So,
You made a dude come like
AJ, you
8
was giving
times in a
head to a
day.
nigga like
So
myself.
So my answer is this. It depends on how long it takes him to get there. I've gone as long as a minute and a half, and I've gone as long as 15, maybe 20 minutes. It doesn't depend on me. It depends on how long it takes him
so
to get there, or until he decides, you know what, I can't take the pressure no more. I need to release that way, some other way.
so 15, 20 would you say is like your longest time?
Yeah, because they usually get there in that time, or
Okay.
they get frustrated because I like to okay, so I'm just gonna, full disclosure, I like to terrorize people when I give them head. And not in a bad type of way, but I like to terrorize them, and like I use my nails. These are not just for show.
Terrorized. Oh, those are. I knew it was up to the motherfucking nails, man. See, those are
So,
fucking good
running them
call.
down the pelvis, running them across the body.
You know what I
You know what I
like with
mean?
the nails is when like
Those
she
are
like starts on the shaft, and as she gets
probably,
closer to the top, she takes the nails and
That's
just
probably what she does.
I'm like, ooh,
That's what I
probably
said.
cradle,
They're not
cradle
just
the
pretty. They're not just
testicles,
for show.
ball sack, everything, bro. Them nails on my nipples would be amazing. Why is it really like that?
Yeah, that was an epic pause.
Why is it really looking at me like that?
Okay?
Just,
What?
just
Oh
man.
man.
Slim,
I don't know. What's the question?
define great head, giving and receiving.
Think about the nails. Damn.
Hi, come off my nails.
Or come on now.
Hey. Yo, Slim's on another level right now, man.
Listen. Let me see. All right.
Oh, is AJ buffering for everybody else too?
I think she is.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Slim. While you we'll see. She might have to drop out
Did you say
and then
like
come back in.
you said receiving head?
Giving and receiving.
Giving head. Chick. I mean, what you mean? Like,
Like to you, define what is great. Like if you're giving it, right? What to you makes it great? Like if
basic.
you had to give advice to one of your boys came up and was like, "Yo,
There you go.
Shorty said that like, yo, it wasn't really hitting for her right now." So like, yo,
I'd be like, yo,
if you
you
can
ain't
help
find
me,
the clitoris, bro. Slow down. You know what I mean? You go find the clitoris and shit, and see how she respond. And once you find it, just hit it. You ain't gotta use your whole tongue. Just use the tip of that shit. Flick it like a light switch, and you know what I mean? Listen to her. She'll tell you what to do. Best thing I can say. Receiving head, bro. Don't hurt me. I like AJ made a good point. She said, listen. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you, if I'm backing up, like, you feel what I'm saying?
right?
Don't mash. You know what I mean? Stop coming forward. If I'm clearly trying to, like, backing up, obviously I'm in pain or it's uncomfortable. So don't do that. But,
Oh, all right.
you know.
Val, would you like to tag into this one? Not gonna
Yeah,
force you
I'll
to.
tag in. AJ really encompassed a lot of what I was thinking and a lot of what I was going to say. When it comes to giving and receiving, one of the things that I think should be intertwined is that the person that's giving is not, you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the other person. So if you're just doing it, like the great example that AJ gave, like she's trying to make the guy ease up, but he's just like, no, I'm doing this, he's thinking about himself only. Um, I don't think you're doing it right. You know what I mean? You have to listen. There's that communication that AJ was talking about as well, and Slim kind of came across that as well. And then there's the nonverbal communication, which I think is even more important. So when it comes to giving and receiving.